As you might know, the Stampin' Up! January through June mini catalog is soon to retire. I love to do my top favorite products when we have any catalogs or products retiring to help highlight some of the things that I have absolutely loved and you may love in your collections as well. Now, you may already have some of these products in your collections, and I'm going to be sharing a lot of card ideas as we go through here. So maybe you'll get some card ideas that you can use if you already have some of these in your collection. And if not, you may want to pick them up soon. Let's take a look. So this is the catalog that is about to retire. Now, all of the retiring items from this catalog have been announced. Many of them are on really good discounts, but they're all while supplies last. So if you see anything in this video that you love, use the links in the video description below to go and take a look and pick up the ones that you love as soon as possible before they hopefully sell out. So I'm going to highlight my top 10 favorite products in this video. Number 10, we will get started right now. It is the Easter Friends stamp set. This one, I didn't seem like overly special to me at first, but I just love these animals. I love the way they stamp. I love that you can use them for spring, Easter, kids, babies, farm themed projects, just all sorts of things. And I think the greetings are really pretty in it. Now, I do have a couple of sample cards to show you. Here is one that I did some masking and used my blending brushes on and then just stamp those animals. Like I said, I just love the way they stamp. And here you may be able to get a little bit of a feel for how beautiful they are when you stamp them. This is a little fun fold pocket card. Now, if you want more details on any of these cards, you can use the link in the description below to go to my website. I'll have pictures of all of these with more details and links to the tutorials from when I shared the cards originally. The second one that I'm going to highlight, my number 9 favorite product in this catalog, is the Gumball Greetings stamp set and the coordinating die set. Now, you can get these individually or you can order them together as a bundle at a discounted price. But this was so much fun. Now, I had been looking at these little gum when I check out at Dollar General sometimes. I'd been looking at them for quite a while. I'd been wanting to make a mini Gumball machine card, shaker card, and this was the perfect opportunity. We have these shaker domes that should still be available when you're watching this, hopefully. And I use those shaker domes and that gum in that little packet to make this adorable card. Now, you can make flat cards with it. Of course, you don't have to use these domes. You can make ones that would be easier to mail, but I just thought these were too cute. So I wanted to share that. Number 8 is the Cactus Cuties stamp set and this coordinating cactus builder punch. You know that I love a good punch and a good stamp and punch bundle because they are so easy to use together and so quick. I have 2 sample cards to share with you. I have one that was really quick and easy to put together. I didn't even use the punch on this. Super simple, fast. And then I have another one that this was a really fun tutorial I did for a Twist and Pop card that as you open it, this whole, what's the word I'm looking for? This whole contraption is not the word I'm looking for, but we'll go with that. On the inside, twists and pops up, and I use those cactuses on the inside. So just a really fun set. Number 7 is Rainbow of Happiness. I think this is just so fun and cheerful. I love that we have several options for the rainbow. We have this one, we have just the regular bands, and then we have this one with the lines, and this one that says sending you a rainbow of happiness, plus some really cute little greetings. And you can do so many things with these dies. Let's take a look at a few card samples I have here. Here is just a really quick and easy one. Here is a fun one that I believe this was a tutorial one of my team members shared with me during one of our craft nights that we have for our team every once in a while. And I just love this one because if you follow along, you know I'm a purple girl, and I thought this one turned out really neat. Number 6. Now, I am not sure where my stamp set is that goes with this one, so I'm going to flip to the page in my catalog so I can show you. Number 6 is Eden's Garden. Now here is what the stamp set looks like. And there is a coordinating die set that I will show you right here. Here are the beautiful dies that go with it. And again, with all of these, you can order one or you can order both. But here are a few sample cards that I want to show you. This one, I did use the stamp here, but I used the die set to cut out this beautiful detail at the bottom of the card. I love how that turned out. Here's one. I use those stamps along the edge and the die set again. Here's one. I use that big, beautiful wreath die. And this one is actually my favorite, as simple as it is. I shared a tutorial on this, how to get this multicolored stamped image that is so beautiful. And yeah, it's really easy to create. So like I said, I'll share all those links on my website. Okay, we've done the top half. We have 5 more to go. Number 5 is Artfully Layered. And I have quite a few cards to share with this one, but I'll share the bundle first. So here's the stamp set with several different types of leaves and some really pretty greetings. I love this distressed writing that you can use for a lot of different things. And then a really pretty die set with a nice border die and some really beautiful leaves. So let's look at some samples. And I did share a tutorial on some of these as well. So here's one. I made like a peek through card on the front. I cut that die out. Then on the inside, there's nothing attached to my layer of cardstock. I used a blending brush to add that color and stamp that image there along with the greeting. Here is one. I thought that leaf was perfect for a palm branch for Easter. So I used that distressed writing that I mentioned. I used it in the background repeatedly. And then I used the palm branch or leaf, whatever you want to call it. And then I pulled in this Easter greeting from a different stamp set. Here's one. I used those really pretty detailed leaf die cuts to make a wreath. I used the same technique that I used on this card, but I created this one with this set. Here is just a really easy one I created with the large leaves and then this other leaf in the background. And here is one more that I use the writing and those leaves in the background. So a lot of ideas for the Artfully Layered bundle. My number 4 favorite item that is getting ready to retire. And I love designer paper. I know I am not alone in this. And this is one of my favorite packs. I'll pull it in. You'll see some of my full sheets. You'll see some of my scraps. But this is the Flowering Fields designer paper pack. And this is one of the ones I believe you can get this at a great discount right now. So I'll flip these over real quick, some of them. And you can see that on the back, on the front, we have these beautiful tulip fields. And then if we flip them over on the back, we have some more basic prints that aren't quite so busy. So I have used these on several cards. Clean up my scraps here so I can show them to you. Here is one. I did a tutorial on some panel cards, and this was one of the ones I created where I just took that piece of paper and cut it into several pieces, put it together. Here are some more of those pocket fun fold cards that I showed you, the one with the rabbit, but the designer paper on all of these came from this tulip set, the Flowering Fields. So at the bottom of each of these is the more detailed print, the busier print with the tulips. And then at the top is the reverse side of that same print. So you can see how those look nicely when you use both together on a card. And then I did another fun fold tutorial with some of these and used these as well. It was definitely one of my favorite paper packs. Love this. Number 3 is a stamp set. It is called Flowing Flowers. And I just have 2 card samples to show you with the flowers. Now I've used these greetings a lot. I did not pull any of those cards in to share with you here, but this set, I don't know if it looks like much or not, but I have used it so much. The flowers are so quick and easy to use. I was thinking when I was debating which products to pull out and what I was going to talk about, I was thinking that this set is just, I feel like this is one of the lowest maintenance flower sets I have. And by that, I mean, with some flower sets, you have to think about how to use it. It may need colored, it may need this or that. This flower set is so easy to use. I stamped it once. I stamped it a second time, a little bit lighter. I stamped it a third and a fourth time here without re-inking. On this one, I did re-ink each time, but I just stamped 3 times. And I think those are just beautiful. And the greetings are very pretty as well. Okay, number 2. Number 2, we're almost to the end here. Number 2 is a little bit different product. It is actually a set of masks or stencils. This is called the Butterflies and Flowers Layering Decorative Mask Set. That was a mouthful. And it comes with 6, I believe. Now, when I ordered this, I honestly didn't really know what I was getting myself into, which I should have because of the name of it, the Layering Decorative Mask. Well, the idea is you can layer these, and in particular, these 3 right here. So, for example, you can lay this on your project, use sponges or blending brushes or spritzers, or you could even use embossing paste if you're getting a little crazy that day. But you can use, let's say you'll use blending brushes and add some color using this one. Well, then you can lay this over top and add a different color or more color, and it creates a really neat effect. Same thing with the butterflies, same thing with these flowers, and then same thing with this flower and this flower. If that made any sense at all, I do not know. But let me show you some of the cards I made because I had a lot of fun making one of my videos to create these. So this was one of those background pieces I created. And here are the other pieces from that same piece. I cut it into several pieces and made both of those cards. Here is one. I just love how this turned out. I think that is so beautiful. And one of my other favorites is this amazing butterfly. I feel like it looks like that was printed, that was a designer piece of designer paper, but it wasn't. I blended that with blending brushes. I used the one mask with my lighter color purple, and then I added the second one and added the darker purple, and that was it. It was very simple to create. Here's one. I used that background piece and then the floral one on top. And here is one that I used those flowers on. I thought they turned out really cute as well. So that is my number 2 favorite product. It is very inexpensive. You can really do a lot with it. And last but not least, number 1, my favorite retiring product in this mini catalog is the Slim Sayings bundle. It's the Slim Sayings stamp set as well as the coordinating die set. This is you can't see all of the die set right here, so I will pull it out so you can see it. So this is to make slimline cards. And if you're not familiar with slimline cards, you'll see some here in just a minute. But you get these 2 large overlays and then 2 edge dies as well. I do really love the die set, but if you're looking at this, thinking about it, and you're thinking like, oh, I can't get all of it, I have used the stamp set over and over and over again. I love these large greetings. Looks like one of them is hiding at the moment. I must have it pulled out for a project. But let me share, I have quite a few projects here to share that I created with these. So here is a slimline card. It is, compared to the other cards I've been showing, here you can see this difference in the dimensions. And I have lots of information on how to create slimline cards and how to create these particular slimline cards if you want to take a look at it. But I came up with a lot of different ways to use these dies. Because of the patterns that they cut, I found that you could really use them in a lot of ways. Like for this one, I used that as the die cut, how it was intended to be used, we'll say. And then this, I cut it a second time out of black. These pieces are all the negatives, the reverse of what I cut out. So you can use them on a card as well. Let's see what else I have here. Here is one that I use that beautiful edge die on to cut both my designer paper and the edge of the card itself and the piece for the inside. Here is one that I used the angular diagonal die cut on and the large greeting. Here's one, I used one of those edge dies. It's the other one, not this one, but the other one that comes in the set. And I actually cut both edges of the card. Now on the edge with the fold, I made sure not to cut all of the fold off because then it wouldn't stay together anymore, right? So I left this piece with the fold still on. I thought this was a really neat card the way it came out. And then with those die cuts, you can use those leftover pieces for a lot of things as well. So here's a card that I made with some of the leftovers. So if you like any of these, if you want to take a look, like I said, use those links down below to get more information on these cards and take a look at these products online if you're interested in ordering. Thanks so much for watching along. If you're new here, I hope you'll subscribe. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love.